Do I like anime? That's been a question that I've been throwing around in my head for about probably a couple days now. To be honest, I don't really know. Because anime was never introduced to me as anime, it was introduced to me as a cartoon, you know? And as a kid, the first technical, if you want to get, all specific, anime that I watched was Pokemon, the Indigo League, or, the one on Netflix. I just watched it because I was getting into Pokemon, didn't know there's a cartoon. But then around 9 years old, right before COVID, I'd say maybe 1 year before COVID, I got into Naruto because of older kids in my school liked Naruto. That was like really the first time I understood the difference between a cartoon and anime, because anime was like a whole nother level of, fighting. You got like cartoons here in the West that they fight and stuff, but nothing compared to anime. So around 2019 to 2020, I really got into anime, and the lockdown didn't help. I was basically obsessed with it, man. I play anime games, watch anime, freaking had done a bunch of cringy ass stuff, bro. Cornball ass, you know. My lock screen used to be freaking Naruto, Kakashi. Gosh, man, it was just obviously it's cringy now, and I'm still cringy to this day. But back then, it just like didn't seem that weird to me. But now, yeah, definitely. So the reason why I'm making this video is because I kind of fell out of like anime. Like it really was just a phase. I felt like for a while until recently. So around 2022, 2023, I stopped, being fully obsessed with anime, if you want to think like that. I started pulling back a little. Um, I, well, first of all, I think what would happen most, of all is I really got into the animes I liked and I watched them all. It's kind of like burnout. You do too much of something, you're eventually going to be like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to try something different. So I watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. I watched all of it. And I also watched all of Death Note, my favorite anime of all time. And I actually rewatched it last year again. See, like those animes I could always go back to. But then I started watching One Piece. Because, I was like, I got this, bro. I got this in the bag. I'm going to watch all 1,000 episodes. Around episode 200 and something, I'm going to say 90 or something, close to 300, I lost interest. I just completely dropped anime. And it wasn't even One Piece's fault. It was just the fact that I just started becoming more interested in different things, Anime wasn't necessarily the only thing I wanted to do at the time. Around that time, I really got into sports, especially football. And I was going into high school, and I said, I'm not gonna be the anime kid in high school. So now it's been my first year. Not really anyone watches anime at my school. But when I say I used to literally wear anime on my sleeve, I mean it, bro. I used to be so cringy in class. In 5th grade, I used to annoy my teacher. No, not 5th grade. 6th grade. 6th grade, I used to annoy my teacher by freaking saying, what is it? The Japanese version of it was Dio. I forgot what it was. Kono Dioda, I used to say that shit, and I just cringe nowadays thinking about that. And that was only a couple years ago. I'm probably going to be cringing pretty soon at this YouTube channel too, thinking, who the fuck does this guy think he is, But yeah, more recently, in the last couple days, I found myself wanting to watch anime, which is honestly crazy for me, because I've not watched anime in so long. Like, sat down and actually, like, watched it. It was, like, probably last time was in, like, 2023. So, I'm trying to watch Bleach, okay? I've watched most of it before. I got through one full episode without losing interest. This is my second episode. I completely, I was like, what am I doing here, man? So, I decided maybe Bleach wasn't the right move if I want to get back into watching anime on the down low, So I was like, well, I've read most of the first Berserk Deluxe Edition, and may as well start watching that too. I don't know. I just cannot watch it, man. I was like, what the heck? It's almost like if you forgot how to ride a bike, you're like, dude, what the hell? Why can't I do this? And I'm like, okay, this is really weird. I don't know why I can't watch anime. Like, what the hell? And I'm starting to run into this problem of, do I actually like watching anime, or do I like the community around it? Because that's originally, I think, part of the reason that would turn me off. I'm not gonna name any names, but I had a friend that was very obsessed with anime, and when I mean obsessed, he would drop absurd amount of money on whatever anime it was of the week. You know, I felt like every week it was something new with the guy. Either way, I kind of saw that, and I was like, I don't want to be affiliated with that kind of people. You know, not if you're doing that stuff and that makes you happy, then you just keep going, bro. Don't listen to me. I'm just some 15-year-old, but I don't know. I just said I don't want to be a part of that. That doesn't seem right to me. Someone dropping that much money. Then I started getting a little bit older, like maybe a year older. And I'm starting to realize that maybe anime, the to the level I was at, the extent I was at in like sixth grade, was definitely horrible. But you know, people can like anime and download. They don't have to be freaking nerds that I was. I kid you not, bro. But then also at the same time, I don't blame myself for being like that because I was a kid, you know. I still am a kid. But I had fun outside playing recess with my friends. You know, I don't regret that stuff. It's more the stuff that that's kind of like, why the hell did I do that, you know? But yeah, no. I don't know. Anime is really just a different type of beast for me. I don't really know if I like it still, if I don't like it. I love freaking the art style. That's the thing that draws me in every time. Storytelling's good. The thing is, though, is I feel like nowadays anime is a lot harder for me to watch. I don't know whether or not that's just from burnout or I don't even know. I find myself more drawn to TV shows nowadays. So right when I was dropping anime, I got into Breaking Bad, and that was like, holy shit, dude! I didn't realize they had good storytelling on TV. I just always thought it was a fucking sitcom, you know. Just turn one on and then just do whatever, and you just laugh every so often. When I heard TV show, I thought of Friends. I thought of Seinfeld. You know, those shows that don't really push narrative forward unless you're really like listening every season. But man, so then I started getting into The Walking Dead. Started getting into comic books. Dropped comic books. Dropped The Walking Dead. Finished Breaking Bad. Rewatched it again. And then I don't really know what happened after that. I think I just started watching YouTube all the time. I don't really watch any TV shows. Started watching South Park actually, yeah. And then somewhere along the lines, I stopped watching anime entirely. Packed up all my mangas and stuff and put them underneath my desk, never to be touched again. But now I'm starting to find myself drawn to it again. I don't know whether or not, because like, you know, it truly was a phase. It was a phase, you know. But I don't know if it's just hard for me. I don't know whether or not something's wrong with me when I want to watch it, because I have this like, oh, I want to watch it, dude. I want to watch Full Metal Alchemist. I put on an episode and I get bored immediately. Start scrolling on my phone or something. I don't know if it's definitely not span. What is it called? Attention span? No, I don't think it's that. Because I can sit down and watch movies. I've actually watched a couple movies I've been trying to scratch off my bucket list of movies to watch. And, you know, I watch a lot of Moist Critical videos. And they're like compilations and stuff. So I don't know if it's the attention span, or maybe it's just the fact that I just don't want to give it a chance anymore, like subconsciously, you know? To be honest, I have no clue what it is. But then again, you put on Death Note for me, I'm freaking engrossed. Like, I'm in there, bro. Hours are gonna fly by, and I'm gonna be going through episodes like that. I don't know. Maybe I just gotta find an anime that really, like, you know, or maybe just, hang up the thing, watch it every so often. I don't know. I'll definitely try reading mangas a chance, because to be honest, I really just bought them and never really read them, to be honest. I think Death Note's in Berserk is the only one that I really read and sat down and read. The rest I kind of bought because I thought they looked badass, and I thought it'd be cool if I held it around and say, oh, I got the manga, you know. But I don't really know anymore if anime is the type of thing that I'm into. Well, definitely one of my favorite animes, and this is one that I was freaking shocked that I couldn't even get past the second season, is Attack on Titan, bro. I remember during lockdown, peak lockdown. Why did I say peak lockdown? I mean, like the peak of the lockdown. There you go. So, like, at the time when everyone was staying home. I mean, everybody was scared, bro. Attack on Titan Season 4 was airing, and dude, I remember seeing that, bro. Oh my god, it was so cool. Because the thing with anime for me is I've missed out on a lot of my favorite animes. So, for example, my favorite anime, Death Note, I wasn't even alive to see it when it was airing. What's another one? Naruto, for example. I was too late to get into Naruto. If I was into Naruto at 7 years old, I could have seen the, Shippuden's finale. But I wasn't really into, anime at the time. Of course I wasn't. 7 years old, I think I was into learning my ABCs. Or multiplication tables, whatever you have it. But there's like the new animes like Jujutsu Kaisen and stuff, they don't draw me in, dude. Like I could definitely see the appeal, but like me personally, I just don't want to watch it and buy into it. I don't know. And then there's animes that are like Berserk, bro. Well, not animes, but like, mangas that are like Berserk. And I just like want to read them, but I don't know. It's just like a bunch of freaking like doubts in my head saying, I don't know, Alex, should you get back into this stuff, dude? You left that behind. And it's not like it's a bad thing, I do like anime. I've always liked anime because of the art style. But the only thing that really is like holding me back is like, am I gonna turn into that person I was in 5th grade? Because I really don't want to be that guy again, bro. Like, I don't mind enjoying anime, but like, I don't want to make it my whole personality like I did. Because that is not, that was not healthy for me, I don't think. I freaking used to wear, Naruto shirts everywhere. Yeah. I'm not saying that I'm ultra cool badass now. I'm also saying like maybe in 3 years I'll say, oh my god, this guy's fucking dorky as shit, bro. Who the fuck is he always yapping about? But like right now I'm happy with who I am. Just like I was in 5th grade, happy with being the little guy who threw up gang signs pretending to be Naruto. I just don't know. And also I feel like, I don't know why, but the misconception that people like anime here in the West, I get it, dude. There's people that like it. The people I hang around with, there's only like 1 or 2 guys that really like anime, bro. Everyone else is, I wouldn't say that I would get scared of being bullied or anything like that, because to be honest, I really don't really care what people think about me at the end of the day, because, you gotta care about yourself. But I don't know, anime just doesn't seem like the thing I want to do, but it is, like, it's hard to explain what the hell's going on in this head, bro. But, I just thought I should tell you guys, I don't know if I like anime or not. I definitely used to. I used to be in love with anime. I freaking had posters everywhere. Actually, all my anime posters are gone. I have a Scarface poster, a Megadeth, a Batman, actually my favorite movie, Dark Knight, and a Call of Duty Modern Warfare, or Modern Shitfare 2, bro, poster. I don't know why the fuck I have that up there. I should get a BO1 poster, because that's like a 10 times better game. But whatever. I think I got that at launch. Yeah. What was that, 2022? Yeah. So yeah, no, I really don't fucking know if I want to get back into anime or not. If you have like a similar problem or something, you can leave it in the comments. Why did I say description? Oh, and to be honest, I don't even know what anime I would watch, because Berserk does not have a really good anime, if you ask me. The 97 one, at least. I feel like it doesn't really have a good ending. I've been spoiled on the ending. It ends during the eclipse. I don't really want to watch something like that and then be freaking having to read the manga, because the manga's expensive as hell. It's like freaking $37. Can't be dropping that every time I want to learn about a plot. What is it? A cliffhanger? My bad. Like, damn, dude. I really don't know. I've watched I'll just go through my top 10 animes, and like, I mean, I can barely watch half of these, but the other half I can watch like straight up. So I got number 1 is Death Note. Number 2 is Attack on Titan. Number 3 is JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Number 4 is, goddamn, bro. This is a hard one for me, because 4 and 5 I've always been like back and forth between. It's Tokyo Ghoul, and then this one really hurts me to say, but I don't like Naruto Shippuden more than I like the original Naruto. Original Naruto's 10 times better. But as together, I'd definitely say that Naruto's a franchise is good. So that's my top 5. I cannot watch Naruto Shippuden. I just cannot do it again. I just won't do it. I can't do it. Death Note, I could watch all of it over again. Tokyo Ghoul, I was actually debating whether or not to rewatch it. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure seems like a thing that you do once every like 5 years. I don't know. It's just like Attack on Titan. I did try to watch it. I tried it my absolute hardest. I got to season 2 and I stopped. I don't know why. I was sick at home when I was watching it. I just could not finish it, bro. But either way, just thought I should tell you what's going through my head on oh, this video is gonna be uploaded Monday. On a Monday afternoon. Yeah. That's pretty much it. See ya.